themselves to get to the salah right when the imam stands on the minbar to say assalamu alaikum. And if they're 1 minute off their usual routine, they miss the imam saying assalamu alaikum, so they miss the adhan. So what did the Prophet ﷺ say? We're not talking about sinfulness here. The angels have their roll book in front of the masjid. They're taking the names of all those that are entering in. Once the imam stands on the minbar to say assalamu alaikum, the roll book closes. And if that makes those of you that came late feel bad, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. The roll book closes. You missed your name in the scroll of the angels, of those who would be forgiven for the week. Okay, pay attention to this hadith now. There are those that not only make sure that they are here on time for the adhan, but they also engage in the sunan before the adhan. In an authentic hadith from Al-Aws ibn Aws, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man اغتسل يوم الجمعة," whoever takes his shower يوم الجمعة, وغسل وبكر وابتكر, they took their shower, they prepared themselves, they left early and they arrived early. They left early and they arrived early. وَدَنَا وَاسْتَمَعَ وَأَنصَتَ, and they came close and they listened and they were quiet. They came close to the imam, they listened and they were quiet. كَانَ لَهُ بِكُلِّ خَطْوَةٍ يَخْطُوهَا أَجْرُ سَنَةٍ صِيَامُهَا وَقِيَامُهَا. Every step that they took to the masjid, Allah Azza wa Jal writes for them a year of siyam, of fasting, a year of qiyamul layl. How many steps did you take to get to the masjid today? Taqabbal Allah, may Allah Azza wa Jal accept each and every single one of you who followed the sunan. Allahumma ameen. 20, 30 steps, you know you have step trackers, right? Did I take 300 steps, 400 steps from my house to the car to the masjid? How many steps? Calculate that by years of qiyam, years of siyam. We're not talking about Laylatul Qadri khayru min alfi shahr. I'm saying that there are some people that get 1,000 years of qiyam every time they come to Salatul Jum'ah, before the khutbah even starts, for things they did before the khutbah even started. Why? Because they prepared. And if you cared, if you really cared, you would have prepared. And I want us to use this analogy of Jum'ah to Ramadan and to everything else. You know, when you go to Hajj and Umrah, you have people that don't know the dua of entering into the masjid. And they're doing Umrah. And they're asking the most basic questions about Tawaf and Ihram. Come out in their Ihram, and they're wearing something that so obviously, violates the Ihram. Coming out, mashallah, in their sneakers and, wearing, put some cologne, some perfume on their ihram, came to Mecca, took a shower, perfume, did some basic things. Some people that shave. I'm not talking about ignorance. I'm talking about someone that just didn't bother to attend a lecture before Umrah or read a book before Umrah. Shave their beard in ihram so that they can look fresh when they enter into the haram. What do I say now? It's tawaf. What do I say now? It's sa'i. I'm not mocking this, by the way. I'm saying, if we were the ones that were accounting for that Umrah or Hajj, and as a murshid, I'm like, didn't you bother to read a book? This is a journey that's more important than any other journey in your life. Didn't you bother to listen to the lecture that we gave you about how to prepare for ihram? Alright, one forgetful moment, you got shocked, something happened, you got overwhelmed. But I didn't